would make it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I run tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner than the one I used to eat sardines for dinner. East the raw cheese, juicy beef, take it free. Funk master flex, love, FightStar ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a trick, same nigga, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
This is the heavyweight K1 contest to be fought over 3 3-minute rounds between, and introducing you firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, coming to you by way of Elements MMA, and the Winchester-Bennett. And standing across the cage is an opponent. He comes to you by way of MMA
Back into the K1 action here at FightStar Championship 5. This bout being sponsored by Industry UK. Andy Winchester-Bennett in the red board shorts, taking on Buckland in the purple tie shorts.
Buckland straight away high, head kick. Of course, no clinch allowed in the K1 rules, or limited clinch.
Yeah, interestingly, this bout has actually got another rule stipulation of no knees to the head, I was told by referee Dean Weir earlier on.
No one likes getting kneed in the head.
No, there's no need for it. It's Buckland being the slightly more aggressive of the two thus far in this bout. Although Winchester-Bennett trying to just get that jab working now.
That's twice now Buckland, the southpaw, has thrown that left kick, which of course southpaw is the rear power leg.
And a nice low kick from Buckland. Moves well, David, doesn't he, for a man of his size? Oh,
and there's a heavy left. And a knee.
And a nice knee to the body from Buckland as well. Does move well. These aren't small guys, 93-kilogram bout here.
Bennett more of a pawing sort of hand style.
That
Buckland a little bit more tie perhaps.
Yeah, that left kick to the body is money thus far for Buckland.
One of the things I like about the body kick is if the guy blocks it, he takes it on the arms. If he doesn't block it, he eats it in the ribs or the liver.
Yeah, damage either way.
Good low kick again. Oh, heavy body kick.
That is the story thus far in this opening round here. The kicking game of Buckland getting the better of Andy Bennett thus far. Bennett looks for a kick of himself, caught, and Buckland nonchalantly walks past his man on the canvas. Again looks for, and a beautiful jumping knee to the body.
Buckland's pouring it on now. He's seen some openings and he's decided that's it. He's getting into his flow, into his groove. Just the difference in the footwork is telling here. Bennett much more jittery. Buckland much more calm and assured. Teep to the face. Just missed. Round one in the books.
Yeah, round one in the books. An interesting one, as I mentioned before. I think the kicking game of Gav Buckland just proven a bit too much thus far for Andy Winchester-Bennett out of Elements MMA. Interesting to see what the corner of ice is going to be from the Elements team there.
I just noticed in that interval that Bennett's corner team are wearing t-shirts that say "Train Insane" or "Remain the Same." Is Bennett training insane enough?
I'm not sure he is. Well, maybe not insane enough to
As we say that, he comes out, and Buckland didn't like it. He's straight back in with the knees. It's a war now.
Yeah, I think
Bennett, I think, has woken up. The first round was a feeler.
Yeah,
and now it's go time.
Told him, David, I think, to be more aggressive, haven't they? I'm sure they didn't like.
I hope so.
The nature of him going backwards and letting Buckland get that kicking game into play, because he needs space to do that kicking game. I think
putting the pressure on Buckland now is nice. I like that. He's not throwing any left kicks to the body from the inside.
Yeah, Winchester gives a little nod over to his corner to get those further instructions and look to swarm and shut down the kicking game here of Gav Buckland.
This is better. Bennett is starting to circle left. Circling left against the southpaw is taking him away from the power side.
Does need to be careful backing up in a straight line.
A lot of clinch being allowed here. This is interesting. Referee obviously, feeling that they're working. Give them a few seconds. This is nice because Bennett is circling, he's taking the sting out of any of these left kicks. And Buckland sensing that, he's not even throwing them anymore.
Trying to ragdoll his man in the
What he is doing is seeing an opening.
Corner of Gav Buckland signalling to their fighter to calm down a bit. They want him to just take his time here, David.
Well, he was having much more success when he was more methodical in the first round on the outside, and he was landing his left kick very nicely. Having said that, Bennett's footwork has improved a great deal this round. Perhaps that was something his corner mentioned to him.
As you mentioned, referee Dean Weir letting these fighters go to work a little bit in the clinch.
Just a little bit, just enough. Buckland focused. Not afraid to let his hands go when he feels like there's an opportunity. Bennett getting pushed backwards against the cage again, needs to circle away.
To his credit, Bennett, David hasn't taken too many huge shots, has he? He's taken
not to the head,
to the body, but not to the head.
Not to the head, not yet.
He showed quite good head movement when he's been pressed up against the cage.
But the thing is, you take so many shots to the body, the hands start to drop. You start to favor the body, you start to protect it. Then the headshots come, as we saw in one of the previous fights. A couple of leg kicks, followed by a heavy head kick. Just set that up nicely. Maybe Buckland might look to do the same sort of thing in the final round.
As the second round is into the books here. An interesting one. Certainly Andy Winchester-Bennett coming forward more, getting more into this bout. Maybe not enough for him to take the round, David, but he's definitely showing improvement, and Gav Buckland knows he's in a fight now.
He knows he's in a fight, and I know why I'm not in the judge's seat. This is much, much easier. The referee just having a quick word with both fighters there about something. Warning about something, perhaps. Here we go, round 3. This is it. Both fighters ready to leave it all behind. Right in front of us now here in the Coventry area.
Buckland stalking his man.
He's looking for that left kick again. He's setting it up, he's weighing it up.
It hasn't really landed though, David, with much volume since the first round, has it? It's definitely tailed off a bit.
Since Bennett improved his footwork in the second round, circling away from it, Buckland hasn't been able to measure it.
Looking to go upstairs with the punches now is Buckland.
What Buckland has been able to replace that with is pushing Bennett backwards against the cage, following with a knee. Because obviously it's very difficult to evade that knee against the cage. You have no lateral movement. Bennett weighing out the jab.
Yeah, just pouring that jab out. It's not enough of a deterrent, is it? It's hardly stopping Buckland in his tracks.
No, it's more of a distance thing, trying to keep Buckland away from him on the outside. I think Bennett needs to get in, and there's the high kick.
Nice knee to the body, as we mentioned, and left and right hands. Buckland really means business in this round.
We said it in round 2 that perhaps the high kick would come. Bennett expecting the body kick, going high.
Referee having a word with Bennett here. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Maybe there was a low blow
Did
there.
he take a shot to the nuts?
Yeah,
Cup check?
I'm not sure. There's no count here, so I assume it's based on a foul. Referee Dean Weir just going over to have a word now. Just a warning, I think, at this stage. Not sure
Can't
exactly
tell
what
if
the
he was
infraction
signaling perhaps a
was.
forearm.
Yeah, maybe that forearm into the face.
Big
Massive
overhand. Again, the clinch is broken. Bennett happy to stay against the cage. I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah,
tiredness now playing a factor. A lot of clinch going on. Buckland, looks the heavier fighter in the clinch, applying the pressure against the cage. The referee giving them a good amount of work in the clinch. Bennett seeming tired, turned around to see what his corner had to say to him there. A few final words of wisdom to make the third round count. 10 seconds. And Buckland on the offensive. Here we go. We've got 10 seconds. Will we see something big? Something definitive? High kick. Oh.
And that one is in the books now. Gav Buckland raises his hand in the air. I should imagine he's probably on his way to a decision victory here, but credit to Winchester-Bennett. Extremely tough customer, David, because he shipped a lot of shots to the body in round 1 and kept going, although he was never really able to get some definitive success. He was a tough opponent for Buckland and took everything the Team Crossface man threw at him. Did really well there, Bennett, to stay in it till the end, to be honest.
Yeah, after that first round, which was a little bit of a wake-up call for Bennett, second round, started to make some shots count. Unfortunately, just probably not enough to make it count on the judges' scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Your winner by unanimous decision, Gavin.
Apart from me and my team, I just thought it was dedicated